Welcome back. Now, Rhodes University has bestowed an honorary doctorate on retired news anchor Noxolo Grootboom. She retired earlier this year after 37 years in the newsroom. Grootboom is the first news broadcaster in the country to be honored with a doctorate for her service to the nation. She joins us now live in studio. Mam Noxolo, thank you very much for coming to see us. Now, of course, this is something so special. I mean, you're the very first, but also yesterday you got that surprise and you saw your father for the first time in so long. How did that feel?
I was in tears. I felt so good to have my mother and my father in the same room, to experience such a moment in my life. It meant the world to me. Nothing will ever beat that.
And of course, this was after how long? You saw them for the first time yesterday. After how long because of COVID?
It's funny that you're mentioning COVID because my dad survived COVID. My husband, myself, and my daughter also survived COVID. It hit us all three at the same time. And we have never had an opportunity to see each other since. So it was the first time seeing each other after that miraculous recovery from COVID. And yes, I thank God for that. It was a grateful moment.
Yeah. Tell me a bit more about how you felt when you received that call from Rhodes University that you would be South Africa's very first journalist with it's called the Doctor of Letters. How did you feel when you heard about it?
I never believed it. I was dazed when Dr. Mabizela said, "May I be the first one to call you Dr. Grootboom?" I was like, what? Are
you sure you're calling the right person?
Are you sure you're calling the right person? And I just said to him, can I please drop this call out of respect? Right now, I am a bag of emotions. And he just said, congratulations, Dr. Grootboom. Talk to you later.
I mean, when you became a journalist, did you ever imagine that you would be such a big treasure to South Africans? I mean, the president, postponing his address to the nation. I mean, I remember you talked to my colleague Shahan Ramkisoon about that, postponing his address to the nation just to give you the chance to have your last bulletin. Did you ever imagine that you would be such a big treasure to us as South Africa?
Now imagine someone who insisted on a quiet exit. I emphasized to my colleagues that, please, when I leave, let it be as quiet as I came in. No farewell party, nothing at all. I will call you at my place and we will rejoice there. But wow, okokuqala nina nje Mzansi Afrika omhle, you refused to give me that quiet exit. And then President Ramaphosa, you added more to the noise. His was the loudest. And I just could not believe it. I was in disbelief. But nevertheless, grateful for the honor and the respect and the acceptance that South Africans have shown to me, together with President Cyril Ramaphosa.
What is Mam Noxolo doing right now with her life? Are you just sitting at home? I remember you said that you have never you missed the days where you could just sit with your husband and do nothing.
You won't believe it, Masego. I'm saying to you now, I'm looking forward to retirement after retirement.
So you have not really retired?
I have not really retired. Everyone wants a piece of me. And being Unoxolo, who was made by the people of South Africa, there is no way I cannot allow them to have that. So my family is still waiting for the 3 months, for the first 3 months that I promised them. They keep asking me, Mama, when is our first 3 months coming? But I'm not complaining. I owe it to South Africans to be wherever they want me to be.
Are you able to divulge to us what projects you're currently busy with, maybe some charity work?
What I'm busy with now, more on the motivational side, you know, people will call, can you come and talk to us? Can you come and motivate young people? Can you come and just be in our midst? You know, that's basically what I'm doing at the moment. And that keeps me busy.
Yeah.
And also, you'll be surprised, people asking me to record their obituaries for them.
Oh.
So even in retirement, the nickname Undertaker is like kind of following me.
Right? It really is, actually.
It really is.
But that's beautiful, Ma, to know that people love you that much. And talking about motivation, you know, journalism these days is not really the same as journalism back then. There's a lot of competition that is amongst us in terms of social media that is faster, but also other issues pertaining to the safety of journalists or the non-safety of journalists, therefore. What would you say to motivate those who are already in the industry and are thinking of giving up?
There is only one thing that I can say. If you love it, if you are passionate about it, nothing at all must take you away from it. Don't walk with it. Sprint with it. If you don't know how to sprint, ask Caster Semenya to be your trainer. But don't give up. Don't give up on your passion.
And looking at these elections right now that we are preparing for, special votes, etc., you used to be a journalist. It's your very first time not covering elections. Do you have any feelings towards it?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching TV at home and see how the others are doing it and taking, you know, where we left off. You know, I'm just happy to see Okriselda, Oyolisa Njamela, Ovuyomvoko running with everything that we used to do together. It fills me with joy to see the same pride in them as they go about doing their job. Nothing will make me happy than watch them doing their best at what they are best at.
And the safety of journalists, I mean, I don't know if you saw that, you know, recently SANEF has had to release a lot of statements talking about the safety of journalists, condemning the public from attacking journalists. You know, I mean, I have a friend of mine, Thando Gubega, who's a journalist, and she was actually attacked by a community member when she was just trying to tell the story.
It is a tragedy, a tragedy, Masiko, that nowadays such attacks happen to journalists. Let me give you an example. In the height of the unrest in the 80s, I remember I went out to Katlehong to cover a story. And just as everything seemed to be like we are not safe, the people rallied around us. They formed a circle around us. They covered us. They protected us. They respected us. They wanted to make sure that we were safe. I wish the same could happen to journalists today. I wish people could realize the importance of their presence at that time and respect the work that they are doing. It is a shame that journalists should feel unsafe. I felt safe wherever I went because I knew that the people respected our craft.
And maybe it talks to people no longer respecting our craft, maybe no longer respecting who we are in terms of assisting them with their stories to get to the people that they need to get to. And I wonder what that breakdown is between the community and us.
You know, sometimes I believe don't always look on what others do to you. Take a deeper look inside. Is there something that we are doing wrong as journalists today? Do the people out there look at us and see us as their mouthpieces? Do they believe us?
Yeah.
Maybe we must take a deeper look into ourselves. I'm not saying what is being done to journalists, they deserve it, you know, but sometimes as a human being, you need to do that.
Thank you so much, Mama, for coming to see us here in studio. And of course, I want to remind you, you used to say in Ndithanda nonke makhaya, and that's what you get for telling South Africans that millions of us used to watch you say that to us, and we just love you back. Congratulations, Dr. Noxolo Grootboom. I know you're quite you're a down-to-earth person, so I wonder if you'll agree to us calling you Dr. Grootboom from now on.
Well, okay.
I think you deserve it. You deserve it. Yeah, it sounds good.
Dr. Grootboom is grateful.
Thank you so much. Dr. Noxolo Grootboom speaking to us here in studio, veteran news journalist coming in after getting that doctorate, that honorary doctorate from Rhodes University.